first trivia detail, because of course we're going to be spouting trivia about this game. In the remake, The Twin Snakes, this helipad light pattern is completely different. I'm really not sure why they changed it. There's a grenade with some type in there. I think it's just stun grenades, which, I'll be honest, aren't that useful. At least for how I play. The SOCOM pistol. There is one thing I want to show off, but regarding the pistol, but I don't. It'll make this next segment a bit harder, so I don't want to do it.
A surveillance camera?
I can't remember if in this version the cameras can actually see your footprints. I know in 2 they can. And I'm sure in Twin Snakes they can. I think in the original song they cannot see your footprints. That was me. You have to be very careful about how close you get to guys when you're trying to choke them. Yeah, no full up on ration. Yeah, because this game has a lot of really weird stuff. For example, your inventory and your health are both determined by the progress in your game. Once you beat the major bosses in the game, they go up.
That base must have some kind of ventilation system to recirculate the air. There should be air ducts around there somewhere. They must need a lot of power to run the base. There's probably a diesel generator somewhere. And since generating electricity requires oxygen, there must be exhaust openings for that too. You're not gonna believe this, but they shot down the F-16s we were using as a diversion.
Oh, this isn't a mandatory message, I forgot.
Then we got a message from Liquid. He said if we try something like that again, he'll launch the nuke. Snake, hurry up and get in there. That hind will be coming back soon.
Yeah, I love this game a lot. Okay, just had to check something real fast before we came back. But you guys didn't see anything happen. I usually like going this way. The guard down on the bottom floor, I just never like messing with him because of the camera.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you.
You know, it's funny
Still help
that he calls Miller Master.
On the skills.
That's a very, I think that specifically is a case of weird translation that just never got fixed.
Rather having a foxhole than you.
Which is weird because Metal Gear's translation is usually spot on, especially regarding stuff like that.
I've lived in a
I
life
think,
like you.
you know, they just translated him calling him Sensei,
Flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.
and that was just the way they did it. When realistically, if he was like a drill sergeant, he would just call him Sergeant. Even though he's not an officer anymore. Is Sergeant considered an officer? I don't know. I don't think it is. I think, no, not Miller.
Snake, you've got to think. Your mind
No,
is your
we got a problem if I can't think.
If things are getting too complicated, try to simplify your thoughts.
Oh, okay, he understands me. He understands me better than I thought.
Snake, when you enter a net...
Basically, the game is just saying, hey, when you go into first person view in a crawl space, your radar disappears. Which, yeah, you can see that's happening.
I moved the dark machine to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell? Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah. Say he's using stealth, too.
Stealth? There's an intruder besides me?
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the chief.
And then they just don't do that, I guess. It was only a suggestion, I guess. Nothing that he had to do. Unless what we see is increased security detail, in which case there's a bigger problem for them. Now, if I remember right, there's item one in here. Not that I can show it off very well with this camera. Or is it... No, the item in here is something different that we can't access till later. But you can see it at least. Well, I'm not crazy, there is an item there. Maybe when I get out, I'll be able to get that right call. It's just him telling you how to get out of the ladder. I'm not going to answer every call. Yeah, see, that's all it is. Just him telling you how to use the ladder. What? Okay, I'll listen to this one.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Yeah. That's why you'll see me just ignoring some codec calls, because some of them are completely pointless.
Don't make too much noise or you'll be spotted. Be careful when you're walking on that floor.
There's one call I'm trying to get,
Don't make too much...
but Campbell isn't interested in saying that to me. It's nice to you. But yeah, that floor alerts people, but I don't think in...
Good. You've got your
There we go.
weapon. To use it, first hold down the R2 button to enter weapon mode. Then select the weapon you want with the directional button. After you've selected the weapon you want, let go of the R2 button to exit weapon mode. The weapon you selected should appear in your hand. To use the weapon, follow the directions displayed in the window. If you use the R1 button, you can equip your weapon more quickly. While you're barehanded, press the R1 button to equip the last weapon you used. Press the R1 button while you're holding a weapon to be barehanded again. Don't fire your gun needlessly, or you might be discovered. If you had a gun with a suppressor, it would be a different story. If you have any questions about weapons or equipment, you should ask our military analyst, Nastasha. Her frequency is 141.52.
It's funny, Nastasha, I think, is the only character who never comes up again, ever again in Metal Gear Solid. I think it's because she doesn't really have any relevance to the story ever again. She does come back in 2, Metal Gear Solid 2, as like mentioned in the book. Shadow, like something Shadow Moses.
Romanenko, a pleasure to work with you, Solid Snake.
You're the nuclear specialist that the Colonel mentioned?
That's me. You can ask me anything about nukes that you want. I am also a military analyst, so I have an extensive knowledge of weapon systems as well. They asked me to participate in this operation as a supervisor from the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. I was happy to accept. We must not allow terrorists to get their hands on nuclear weapons of any kind. I hope I can help you to stop them.
Yeah, it's interesting that she's the only character who never comes back.
Launching a nuclear weapon? The world cannot stand by idly and allow that to happen, and neither can I. Unfortunately, all I can do from here is provide you with information.
Hopefully that'll be enough. Another soldier here wouldn't make a difference anyway. It's good to work with you, Nastasha.
Same here, Snake.
Now, Sasha takes a very important role as the character who tells you whenever you have equipped. I don't know if she has a voice line for Ration.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think she only recognizes weapons. Okay, I don't. Okay, we're not here to talk about Start 2.
The warheads are supposed to.
Okay, how about this? Let's just not call her anymore. She's not important. Tell me about chaff grenades.
That's a chaff grenade. It's a special grenade that disperses thin, narrow metallic strips of various lengths and frequency response.